Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Clarity Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are all doing very well and are excited for a live reading session. Tonight, we are doing live tarot and astrology here on the channel. So if you are watching this in the live version, hello, welcome. You can get a free or live reading with me, rather, here on the stream. If you open my description box, I have all of my offerings listed there. You can donate for the offering that you would like, and we'll do your reading right here on the stream. Now, if you are a member of my channel and you still have some free readings that you want to use, and we can definitely do that here on the stream, just let me know. And if you're someone that just prefers private readings or you want something a little bit deeper than what I do here on the live stream, I do offer private readings, and you can get that on my website, which is claritytarotandastrology.com. All right, guys, so just let me know if you'd like a reading or if you have any questions. Hello, everyone. Yes, you can do your October readings tonight, of course. Angel, yes. Yes, of course. All right, so Angel, we'll do you first, and then Camille will do you after her. So let's look at what you can expect in October. You're welcome. Alrighty, so most important messages for Angel, please. What can Angel expect in the month of October? What messages do you want her to hear? What should she focus on? What should she expect? Oof, okay, lots of cards that want to come out. All right, so for you, the area to focus on this month is your 10th house. So this is the house of your career, your public reputation, and your status. So this is a month for you to really think about the legacy that you want to leave behind, how you want to be remembered, and to put a lot of energy and effort into that area of your life. Bottom of the deck, I have the 8th house. So this deals with joint finances, this deals with taxes, mortgages, insurance, inheritance, wills, things like this. So this could be a month for you to maybe look at what you're going to be leaving behind to your heirs, okay? And making sure that all of that is in order, making sure that all of that is organized. So it's not something that you have to worry about or think about, and that, when your time comes, the people that you're leaving behind will be taken care of. So, very interesting message there. Let's go into the tarot now. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So the overall energy for your month, we have the Knight of Swords, but it's coming out in reverse. Okay, so normally the Knight of Swords would show that you're having a very busy month, lots of conversations, lots of going here, going there. But with the Knight of Swords coming out in reverse, that's telling me that this is a month for you to slow down. Okay, it's a month for you to really slow down and to be very deliberate with your actions, be very deliberate with your words. Think about your next steps, rather than just kind of doing whatever or going with the flow or just, winging it. The universe is saying be patient, be deliberate, be careful. Okay, be very, very careful. And that ties into the 10th house and the 8th house because these are very serious houses. So it feels like October for you is a very serious month. And it's almost like with the Knight of Swords, this is kind of like a retrograde energy. Not that we're not having Mercury retrograde, but I feel like for you, it's almost like a Mercury retrograde where you're having to think differently than you have been thinking in the past. So let's move forward. Let's get more information about that. So in the headspace for you, we have the Hermit. Yes. This is definitely a month for introspection. You will get more out of this month by just spending more time with yourself, thinking about your life, thinking about your legacy. I keep hearing the word like legacy, what you're going to leave behind, what people that are going to remember you for, and like making sure that you are leaving everything in good standing. Okay, leaving everything in good standing. You said your birthday is the 19th. Oh, amazing. So yeah, so you're going to have a solar return this month. So, there's a new energy that is starting for you. And, I can't know without looking at your chart, but what I can say is it feels like this year for you is going to be, I think, a little bit more serious, okay? Not like in a negative way, but just serious in that like you're really having to get things together. In the heart space this month, 6 of Cups. Wow. There also could be some things from your past that you're needing to contemplate over as well, like things that maybe have happened that you didn't get a chance to grieve, you didn't get a chance to heal, you didn't get a chance to really process it, to learn all the lessons. So that is another reason this month to slow down, to give yourself time to heal, okay? I'm feeling like this month is yours. It's yours in the sense that you you are the only person that's going to be able to heal you this month. right? So it's like you have to slow down and give yourself that time and give yourself that energy. It's not a good month to just like try to brush over things or just move on from things, even though it's like a new, new year, new birthday. It feels like you're needing to wrap up things from the past before you can truly move forward. Okay, lots of cards that want to come out here. So many messages. Okay, so in the challenge this month, Page of Wands, yeah. You need to start fresh, okay? You need to start fresh. You need to live your life for you. You need to live your life in a way that you love. But there are things from the past and there are things that you need to take care of before you're going to be able to move forward like worry-free. Okay? And what I'm getting from that is something to do with your career, your legacy, your reputation, something in regards to that needs to be taken care of. Something in regards to financial matters, mortgages, insurance, taxes, wills, something with that needs to be taken care of. And there's also something from your past that maybe is like weighing you down, or you keep thinking about it, you keep like worrying about it. And all of this stuff is kind of holding you back from having like a true new beginning in your life. So I would say like before your birthday, like the weeks leading up to your birthday, really, really prioritize that time with yourself and thinking about your life and making sure that everything is in order, and also addressing anything that you know is like weighing you down. Like you're going to know better than anybody what is disturbing you and what needs to be resolved, okay? And this is like a solo thing. That's what I keep getting. Like this is like a solo thing, right? Nobody is going to be able to heal you more than you. Okay, so the action to take this month, again, there's like so many cards that want to come out here. The cards are being so crazy. The action this month, Two of Cups. Wow. So there could be, like when it comes to the financial stuff, there could be someone that you could get with. Like it might be better to work with a professional on certain things, especially because the 8th house is about joint finances and it's about working together with someone in regards to financial matters. So this could be a good month to get with an accountant, to get with a lawyer, to get with a banker, whatever it is. Like anyone that can help you to make sure that your financial situation is like solid, that could be very, very helpful. I'm getting that, yeah, that's just better for you to work with someone than to try to figure it out on your own. Because it's more complicated than you think. Okay. So don't try to skimp on that. Definitely get with someone to work through those types of things. Okay. All right. The outcome of the month for you. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay. So I do feel like there is some conflict that is coming for you. This likely will start playing out more in November. This could be with children. Okay. This could be with children. Some type of issue that you're having with them. Let's try to figure out why that is. Knight of Cups. Someone needs your love. Okay. There's someone that needs your love. Yeah, I have the moon. There's someone that needs your motherly energy. I'm feeling like it's a child of yours. It's a child. They might be like combative with you or annoying with you or kind of challenging you. But really, what they want from you is they want your attention. They want your love. They want to feel like you care about them. They want to feel like they are important to you. So just know that if a child or maybe even a family member, I'm getting like a female energy here. If a child of yours or a female energy starts like bickering with you or like challenging you, really what they want is love. Okay. They're really just looking for your love. So try not to take it personally. Try not to engage with it. Understand where they're coming from. Okay. And then this all kind of goes back to the legacy and making sure that when you're not around, people are taken care of. Because when you're not around, people are going to miss you. Okay. People are going to miss you. When you're not around, people are going to struggle. People are going to have a hard time with you not being there. So just make sure that while you're here, that the people in your life know how much you care about them, how much you mean to them, and also make sure like you're leaving a little something for them, you know. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just make sure that you leave a little something for them because it will go a long way with helping them to move on from, you know, the loss of you. So I know this is kind of morbid, but it's just the message that's coming out. It makes sense, right? Scorpio season's coming up this month. Scorpio is all about death, rebirth, and transformation. So maybe that's why this is coming out. But I do feel like you do have to get serious about just your life, just your life. And yeah, just making sure that everything is together, making sure that everything is together. You said, oh my God, am I dying? No, no, it can feel that way, right? With Scorpio season, you could be going through a big transformation this month, but uh, no, no, I just feel like you just have to get serious. Yeah, I don't know why. I just have this strong feeling that you really have to get serious about yourself and the people in your life this month. All right, let's get some advice and guidance cards for you. We have release your blocks. Yes, by not getting your things together, okay, not getting your life together, getting your finances together, getting your health together, keeping yourself together, it's actually blocking you from moving forward in your life. Okay. Like a lot of people don't want to get their life together because like they feel like it's like an inconvenience, but actually really you're inconveniencing yourself more by not doing these types of things. Okay. So it's like by doing these types of things, it actually frees you, making sure that your will is signed, making sure that, all of your documents are good, that all the finances are good, that, anything you're passing on is like all in writing, like actually doing those types of things, it actually is freeing you so you can just live your life in peace. Okay. So by getting serious, it actually is going to free you. Okay. So just know that procrastination can actually be holding you back from moving forward and doing, whatever it is that you want to do with your life. Let's see what else. We have know your worth. Okay, interesting. This is a financial card, right? This is telling me know your numbers, right? Know your worth. What's your net worth? How much assets do you have? Right? Know these types of things. It's very, very important to know these types of things, to know where you stand. That way you can accurately look at your situation. You can accurately know, what's going on with you, and that's going to bring you freedom, you know? That's going to bring you peace to just know, okay, this is this, and I still owe this much with this, and I got to take care of this. Just having it right in front of you and knowing is going to give you so much peace and freedom. It's going to be one less thing to worry about and stress about. Okay. You said major changes, going through a lot with family, a major thing with my health. Sorry to hear that. I'm not dying, but surgery that I just had yesterday. Oh my God, I hope that you're okay. Yeah, I just have this feeling that this month it's like, okay, I really need to make sure that I'm together, just in case, just in case. It feels really, really important. Let's see what else. And we have trust the universe. Yes, just trust that everything you're going through is happening for a reason, that divine timing is at play in your life, and you might not understand exactly why certain things are happening right now, but it will make sense down the line. Okay, it will make sense down the line. So don't give up your faith. And bottom of the deck, I have trust that all will be well. So, very, very strong messages to trust the universe, trust the process, and to really take care of yourself, truly take care of yourself on multiple levels, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. Make sure that you're putting yourself first, that you're taking care of yourself, and, letting the people around you know that you do care about them, even if there are some difficulties going on. It's very, very important. Okay. So I wish you a speedy recovery, and I hope that was helpful, gave you a little bit of insight into October. You said, yes, always taking care of my daughter and my family, but I notice they don't care, so I need to just put my foot down. I'm not leaving nothing to them and enjoy my life. Hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You are welcome. Good luck. I really hope that you have a really, really positive, speedy recovery, and let me know how things go. All right, next up we have Camille. All right, so for Camille, she asked, what can I expect in October? All right, so most important messages for Camille, please. What does Camille need to know for the month of October? What area should she focus on this month? What do you want her to know? All right, so the area of life to focus on this month is the 7th house, okay? So this is a month for you to primarily focus on your relationships. And, if you're watching, all the videos and the membership, that is a huge theme right now, okay? Big, big, big time for relationships. At the bottom of the deck, I have the 2nd house. So this deals with finances, but also more than finances, it deals with your self-worth and your confidence. Okay. To ensure that as you're interacting with people this month, that you're not shrinking, okay? You're not shrinking. You're not going down to other people's level, or you're not lowering your value just to make certain relationships work, okay? This could be with existing relationships. This could be with maybe relationships that are coming in this month, to make sure that you are very well aware of your value, that you're not stooping down to anyone's level, okay? Like, letting people know, not literally telling them, but letting people know just by with the way that you carry yourself, just by with the way that you communicate with yourself, that you have these certain expectations, or you're this certain type of person, and you're not going to change or compromise for them. Okay. So let's see how the tarot relates to that. All right. Your overall energy for the month is the Tower. Yikes. Okay. Bottom of the deck, I have the Chariot. So this relates to mother, family. So there could be a big realization that you have this month when it comes to your mother, specifically a big realization when it comes to your family. There could be a conversation that maybe you're having with her or a family member. Or it could just be a shocking realization that you have. This could be in relation to worth and maybe what you observed about self-worth. Maybe the way that your mother valued herself, and how you observed that, and how you were modeling that, and how that is maybe affecting you at this particular stage in your life. Maybe your mom didn't have high self-worth, didn't have high self-esteem, didn't have high confidence. And that, gave her a certain experience. Because of that, it gave her the experience that she had or is having, okay, whatever it is. But you may repeat that. You may be repeating that unconsciously, unknowingly, and either having the same experiences or not having the experiences that you want, because you're holding her energy in some way. Okay, so that could be something that you realize. That could be something that you kind of go, okay, I am repeating this. Maybe not exactly in the way that she did, but I am repeating this in some type of way. So there's some type of big realization that you're having this month. In the headspace, I have 2 cards. I have the Four of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, so you're going to be in your head. You're definitely going to be in your head this month quite a bit. Quite a bit. I'm also getting to that you if you're not someone that like is doing the same exact thing as your mom, you might be doing the complete opposite. Like, oh, she did this, so I'm going to do this. And that's very common. Either you copy your parents or you want to be the complete opposite of your parents. But what I'm getting from this, it's like you have a big guard up around yourself because you don't want to have the same experience. Like you don't want to have the same experience that she had in her life in some way, whether that is with her career or with her relationship or just the way that she runs her life, something about her. Maybe you don't like it and you do everything you can to not repeat it. But at the same time, it also puts this like iron wall around you too. So I feel like you have to take some time this month to really contemplate your behavior, to really contemplate, how you were affected. And you might need to think back to different situations and think about how you were almost working that out with certain people. Like maybe there are certain people that you dated that, you were just almost repeating it or you were doing that opposite thing. Okay. And understanding that it really wasn't the person that was the problem. It was the energy by which you were coming to the situation, which was the problem. And that could be really, really helpful, right? To look at that and to go, okay, like I see what I did wrong there. I see what I did wrong there. It wasn't the person, it wasn't them. It was me. It was the energy I was bringing to the table. That's why that situation turned out the way that it did. And that can start helping you to turn things around, right? By observing your own behavior and observing your own actions and understanding why you do what you do, that is going to be the way that you improve, right? Just like basketball players or football players, like how they improve, they watch their tapes back, they watch their old games back, and they go, oh, okay, I messed up there. Oh, I missed up there. Okay, now I'm going to do this different. I'm kind of seeing you doing that this month, but doing that in regards to maybe like old dating situations or maybe even friendships or things like that and going like, oh yeah, like I kind of did snap on that person, or yeah, I kind of was mean to them, or no, I did have, my guard up with them, and maybe that's why they didn't like me, right? And really observing your own behavior and understanding like how you contribute to a lot of the um situations that you have. Yeah, I have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. By doing that, that will actually bring you a lot of success. Okay, the heart space this month, Nine of Swords, again, in your head, okay? In your head. I feel like it's going to be very, very hard for you to relax this month. Very, very hard for you to just relax, to just be in your heart space, to be in your feminine energy, to just be in your body. You're very, very, very strongly in the head. There can be a lot of fears that are coming up this month around, being in your heart. There could be something going on with the family. Okay. There could be something that goes on, a conversation, an argument, a disagreement that like triggers you and it puts you in this state. Because it does feel like there is like a catalyzing energy. It feels like there's a catalyzing event here. Let's see what the challenge is. Four of Cups, yeah. You're definitely feeling a type of way this month. Um, there's a dissatisfaction that I'm getting. It's like you're wanting to feel something, but you can't. It's like you want to feel happy. You want to feel at peace. You want to feel ease. You want to feel joy. But it's like there's something that's standing in the way of it. And you're like, maybe this is a normal occurrence, but it's like this month, it's like, no, like, why can't I just feel happy? Why can't I just relax? Like, why do I have to overthink everything? It's like you don't want to do it anymore. It's exhausting to do it anymore. But that is what triggers you to go deeper because you don't want to be in your head. You don't want to live like that. And again, there could be an event, like something seems to happen and it just like snaps your energy. It's just like you're in a mood and you can't change it. So let's see what the action to take is. Okay, there's 3 cards. We have 5 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So I do see you having to put up a boundary with someone. You recognize that you're never going to be on the same page as somebody. You're never going to get what you want from somebody. And I feel like you just accepting that and understanding that, it's like, okay, now I can move forward. Like, rather than wanting someone to be something that they're never going to be, I'm just going to accept that. And I'm just going to think about, okay, what do I want from my life? Like a lot of your dissatisfaction in life right now could be like you have expectation that someone should be a certain way in your life. Like, oh, like my mom, she should be like this. This is how she should conduct herself, or, whoever it is. But I think you're realizing that someone's never going to be what you want them to be. They're never going to be what you want them to be. They're always going to disappoint you. They're always going to let you down. They're never going to reach your expectations. And that could be the cause for a lot of your suffering. Is like, well, this should be this way. It should be like this. It's supposed to be like that. Rather than just accepting something or someone for who they are. Like, someone just is who they are, that they just are who they are. And they don't need to be fixed, they don't need to be changed. They just are who they are. And I feel like this month you kind of have to just go, okay, that's who they are. That's who they are. And let them be who they are and be who you want to be, right? Like, just be who you want to be with the 3 of Pentacles and focus on the life that you want to have. Focus on the experience that you want to have. Like, what is your happily ever after? Like, start thinking more about that more than this thing, whatever this person or whatever it is that disappointed you or didn't live up to your expectation. Because it's too heavy. It's too heavy and it's weighing you down. You'll be in a better energy. You'll be on a better vibration if you think about the life that you want. If you focus more on what you want and less on what you don't want. So it feels like there's just some relationship here that you you just have to make peace with it. Like, you can't let it affect you so much. You can't be sitting there waiting for it to turn into something that it's never going to be. And you just have to focus on the life that you want for yourself and let that person have their fate, like whatever their fate is going to be, that's what their fate's going to be. But their fate doesn't have to be your fate. Like, they're not connected, like you can change your fate. So let's see what the outcome of the month is going to be. Okay, I have 2 cards here. I have the Emperor and I have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, so you're taking your power back. That's what I named the October video this month, taking your power back. There's someone that has been taking your power away. Someone. They have been like draining your fire. And it's time for you to take that fire back because you need that fire for other things. There's other things in your life that require that fire energy, right? Fire is how we get things started in our life. And you haven't been able to get something started or move in a direction because you haven't had enough firepower, because someone's been taking it away. So I feel like by the end of the month, you take your fire back, you take your power back, and you're moving forward, right? The Knight of Pentacles is a person's on a horse and they're looking forward. They're going to find better opportunities. They're going to build something in their life. So it feels like you're turning your back on a major chapter. And it's not even that you need to say anything to this person. You don't have to have a conversation with them. It's like you're just internally deciding to do something different or to be different. All right, let's get your advice and guidance cards. Okay, we have speak your world into being. Yes, like I said, it's more important and more beneficial for you to think about the life that you want than to think about the past. Like, there's nothing in the past that you need. There's nothing there. There's nothing you're going to get out of that. You will get so much more benefit from thinking about the future that you want and manifesting that. So this would be a really good time for you to clarify, what is my life vision? What do I want? What am I doing? Where am I going? What's the purpose of everything I'm doing right now? What am I working towards? And writing that down and saying it out loud, telling the universe, claiming it, right? Claiming out loud, like, you know what? This is what I'm doing. I'm doing this with my life. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to have this experience. And that's that. And just focusing your mind on that. And anytime you find yourself thinking about negativity or thinking about the past, go back to what you've written down and start saying it out loud. Say it out loud. Repeat it to yourself. That way you start programming your mind for what you want and not thinking about what you don't want. Because if you think about what you don't want, you're going to get results that you don't want. So like I said, I feel like there's something or someone you've been thinking about that has been sabotaging you. You thinking about that thing or thinking about that person is just taking time and energy away from you getting what you actually want from life. So you have to like disrupt that thought pattern in your mind. Like, you have to go, okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to be in this negative energy. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We then have find a balance. yeah, you might not be able to totally just 100% cold turkey cut this person or whatever it is. There might be a like an off ramp, you know, period or a transition period that you have to go through. But right now, it's too much on the negative. It's too much on the past, or it's too much on something that, you don't need. So you kind of have to bring more balance into your life with putting yourself first, putting your desires first, putting your priorities first, that being more a bigger percentage of what you are thinking on and focusing on. Finally, we have know your worth. And yes, that ultimately ties back to the second house card that came up. It's like you could be really degrading yourself, or like I said, like almost playing yourself by continuing to try to make things work with this person or trying to reason with this person or whatever it is. It's like you don't need to deal with that, right? Like if someone's just not on your level, they're not on your wavelength, they're not consistently not doing what you want them to do, then they're just not it, like, and at a point you just have to recognize that and understand that. And you don't have to change them or, tell them like, oh, this is everything you're doing wrong. Like sometimes you just need to walk away. And that's it. Like, it doesn't have to be a conversation, doesn't have to be a huge, big explanation. Like, sometimes you just need to walk away for your own sanity, for your own benefit. So, yeah, know your worth. Like, and I think that applies to multiple things this month. Like, this could be with different relationships. I was definitely picking up a lot of mother or family, but, you know, this could be like other areas of life too. Like this could be career, you know, conversations with like people that you work with, things like that. Like it could be in multiple areas of life. So, yeah. Mm. You said I just blocked him like 3 days ago. Yeah, I would think a little bit deeper. Like it could be deeper than the person. Like whoever this person is that you block, like why did you attract that person in? Like what's the deeper underlying reason that you brought that person into your life? It could be deeper than that. It could come from your mother. And by blocking the person, it's not really fixing the problem because he's not the source. Whoever you blocked is like not the problem. It could be deeper than that. Mhm. So, we'll have to see how it plays out for you. Definitely watch the Capricorn video from the October monthly overview. That could give a little bit more insight. Alrighty. So, best of luck to you. You're welcome.